Y'all ready for this?
Yeah! Rastafari, son of a
Yo, what's up, people? Martin here. I want to do a video, and this is in regards to home security. Tell you guys some tips that I use to better take care of my home. Some of these tips that I'm going to show you guys are very simple, and anybody can do them. I'm going to probably make this into two-part series video in regards to home security and some of the things that I do in my own home to protect my loved ones and my property. Alright? Hope you guys like what I have to say and the contents of my video. And if anything else, I hope it becomes a suggestion for you, so you guys can better be prepared for a lot of the things that may happen. Alright? The reason why I'm doing this video is because there's been a recent increase in home invasions and burglaries around my neighborhood. As a matter of fact, 3 doors down, my neighbor about 3 weeks ago, he got broken into. So I wanted to do a couple of things to ensure that I protect my home to the best of my abilities, and maybe some of the things that I teach you guys could definitely help you. So hope you guys like my video. Alright guys, tip number one: survey your home. Do a really good assessment of your home. Find the weak points in your home. Find the points that you feel that you would have a hard time defending if somebody was trying to break into your house. The biggest thing, guys, is creating layers of protection to your house. When you do that, you're only going to make yourself a harder target for anybody to try to steal anything from your home, or God forbid try to do a home invasion. Remember that criminals, what they do is they survey the homes that they want to get into. They look at the type of things that you do when you're in and out, whether you spend a lot of time in your house or not. These are all crucial things that you got to keep an eye on, okay? You got to keep an eye on who you trust, who your neighbors are. Do you trust all your neighbors? Do you trust everybody that you live around with? These are some of the things that you guys got to look into. So surveying your home and finding out the weak points is the number one thing. Alright everyone, the first thing I want to talk about is, many of you have gates that look like this, right? They go in and out from your backyard to your front yard. But many of us leave these things unlocked. So key here is getting in the habit of using a lock. Keep your gates locked. If you're not going to be home, if you're going to be gone for more than I would say more than an hour, keep your gates locked. This is the easiest way for anybody to get into your house. Okay, keep in mind that you know, you get what you pay for in a lot of these things, right? I would always suggest you guys get a hardened steel casing type of lock. I like to use a master. I also like to use a combination lock. The reason why this is because the only two people that know my combination are my family members or the gardener. Nobody else has a combination to my lock. What's great about this is that it has a keyhole here. I have the key, and I can change the code at any time if for some reason I feel it's compromised. This is the reason why I like these locks, and you know, you're not worried about losing a key or anything like that. This is the best way to go, guys. So keep your gates locked at all times, especially when you guys go on long vacation. Especially all of you guys that are going on summer vacation. You guys all know who you are. This is what's gonna happen. You guys need to make sure you keep your gates locked. Okay. Alright guys, the next tip is going to be your lighting. These are what I consider the layers of protection. Okay, layers of protection. One is lighting. In my home I have a combination of both solar lights and also conventional electric lights. What you see here is a security light, which many of you already have in your home. Or if you don't have it, let's say you have a conventional bulb on the outside of your home, this is something that I will suggest you guys get. is a censored type of light with these type of floodlights that you see here. These lights would definitely give you an array of light that you need. And This one is so dependable that it covers pretty much all my backyard. And I have a really big yard here, guys. I mean, my backyard is so big I can build another home if I really wanted to. It's just that big. So one of the things that I would suggest you guys is getting a motion sensor light like you see here. And also what I noticed too is that if for some reason some of you guys are not the handy type, the Home Depot also sells these type of motion sensors that hook up to where your lights are at, so you can make your own motion sensor light instead of a fixed light. So that's just another way of you guys doing it yourselves, and also doing it in a less expensive way. I know a little bit about electrical stuff and how to change bulbs. I mean, change outlets and stuff like that. I know a little bit. I know enough. I pretty much changed that one myself. I had a conventional light bulb light there, and I didn't like it. Didn't cover anything, so I went and got me a better system there, and that's what I have. Most of you have this. Just make sure you guys get the higher lumen type of bulbs. It's only going to benefit you. All right. And this is always going to be the best bet for a lot of these things. Okay. All right, guys. Now we're going to go into solar lighting. Okay. Okay, like I was telling you guys, I have a combination in both solar and conventional lighting. One of the things that's great about a solar light is that it just uses the power of the sun to charge itself, right? Another great thing about this is they're easy to install. It doesn't take you long to install one of these. It might take you 10-15 minutes at the most to install one of these lights. Even the people with that are not as handy with a light, I can guarantee you can install that light within 10 or 15 minutes. What's great about these two lights here is that they both cover certain areas that I want. Like I have what we consider dead space in my house. Now, when I say dead space, it's an area where I do not have a window or a wall. When I don't have a window and I cannot see what's behind that wall, right? So, in order for me to kind of help me out and anything else, alert the dogs, is I went and got myself I got two of these 36 LED solar lights, and I placed them on each side of the house. And I also placed a 60 LED solar security light, which are outstanding lights. I'm telling you, haven't had any issues with these lights at all. The only thing I did, I had to replace the original one that I purchased. It was defective. The motion sensor was defective. Okay. Before I continue with the lighting, these I purchased at Harbor Freight Tools. This one with a coupon actually cost me $27.99, and this one cost me $17.99 with the coupon. So they're very inexpensive, and they can last you a long time. It all depends on how you take care of them. Just kind of keep that in mind. Also, what's great about the solar lights is that they're very dependable, especially in areas where you get a lot of sun. Now, if you live in an area, if you live in northern the United States, any northern state, we're talking from Oregon, from the West Coast, all the way down to probably, I will probably say Maryland. If you guys do a line across from the country like that, I would suggest not to get these lights because you guys don't get that much sun, to be honest with you. But I could be wrong. I mean, you might get a lot of light. It all depends on you. The reason why I decided to go with solar lights is that I could have installed another conventional light, but I would have to get in the attic and then put a line through the junction box. And if you guys know what I'm talking about, it's a pain in the ass. So I decided to go the easy route, and believe me, it's working for me. And like I tell you, these are very inexpensive lights that will definitely do the job. what I would suggest you guys do is I'm going to show you how I have them installed, and this should definitely help you installing your lights here. One thing that I do recommend, if you buy these lights from Harbor Freight Tools, make sure you keep the receipt. There's a chance that you might get a defective one. Most of the time that doesn't happen, but if you get a defective one, you need to make sure you have your receipt, because these people will not return that thing. I'm telling you, I had to get into it with the manager in order for them to return that 60 LED light because I misplaced the receipt. So just gonna keep that in mind, okay, guys? Now I'm gonna teach you guys. I'm gonna show you guys where I have my lights installed and how I installed them, and just ways for you guys to make those solar lights last you a long time. Alright guys, this is the 36 LED light that you see here. What I did is I placed it in an area where I consider dead space, and this is what I mean by dead space, guys. Here's my gate, right? And I have this big wall here where I cannot see what's all around here. This is one of the part of my backyard here. So I cannot see what's going on here. This is the reason why I installed this light here. And as you can see, the solar panel is on top of the roof. I have it there. I like to keep these the lights here on the see where those this little ledge or whatever you want to call this on the roof. You know, that's well, this little ledge here. If you want to put your solar light there, it will definitely last you a lot longer. If you put your solar light where the sun hits it all the time and the rain hits it, you remember these things are made of plastic, so the elements are going to take their toll on that light, and what's going to happen is going to start cracking that light, the housing of the light, and making that thing weaker to the point that the water or anything gets in that solar light, and it no longer works for you. So I like to place them underneath this ledge here on my roof. Now I know many homes in the United States are built this way, so just a suggestions for you guys. All right, now this is where I have the 60 LED light here, and I have it hooked up to the solar panel there. So just to give you guys a suggestion, this definitely helps me with the driveway, so you know it covers all this lighting here. Definitely helps a lot. So